Greetings, friends. In this troubled world, we seek solace and meaning. We yearn for a compass to guide us through the turbulent seas of life. This compass, my friends, is the wisdom of the Stoics. Forged in the crucibles of time and experience, Stoicism offers us a beacon of hope, a path to inner peace, and a life of purpose. It teaches us to let go of what we cannot control and to focus on what we can. Our actions, our responses, our habits. But sometimes our habits can be our shackles, holding us back from experiencing the full richness of life. To truly live a Stoic life, we must break free from these chains. And that's what we'll explore today. If you haven't already, do subscribe to our channel for more insights on Stoic wisdom. Now let's delve into 9 habits that hold us back from achieving our full potential. Number 1, wasting time. We often find ourselves caught in the web of trivial pursuits, squandering the precious moments that life bestows upon us. We mindlessly scroll through social media, binge-watch television shows, and engage in gossip, oblivious to the fleeting nature of time. This habit not only steals our time, but also hinders our potential for growth and accomplishment. The ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca once wrote, "We are always complaining that our days are few, and acting as though there would be no end to them." These words, though centuries old, hold a stark relevance even today. It's critical to remember that the sands of time are continuously slipping away. Every moment we waste is a moment we will never get back. So, let's strive to use our time wisely, investing it in pursuits that truly matter. Remember, we act as if our days are infinite, but they are not. Number 2, fearing change. This is a habit that genuinely holds us back. We all tend to cling to the familiar, fearing the unknown. Yet the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, enlightens us. He said, "The destiny of everything is to change, to transform, to perish, so that you can make it new. So perhaps it's time we embrace change instead of fearing it. After all, change is the only constant in life." Moving on, let's talk about our 3rd habit, letting anxiety rule. It's common to worry about the future, to let anxieties over what's to come torment us. However, as Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Today I escaped from anxiety or not, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside." Anxiety, much like fear, is a perception. It's not an external force, but an internal one. We have the power to control it, to discard it. We can choose to live in the present, free from the shackles of anxiety. Lastly, for this segment, we have the 4th habit, clinging to things. We often become attached to material possessions and past experiences. These attachments can hinder our growth and happiness. The Stoics advise us to learn to let go, to embrace the present moment. They teach us that it's our attachments, our desires, that cause us suffering. So, let's strive to live in the now, to cherish the present moment, and to let go of our attachments. After all, the present is all we truly have. Embrace the present moment and let go of your fears and anxieties. Remember, these habits are not set in stone. They can be broken, changed. We have the power to do so. The wisdom of the Stoics provides us with the tools we need to break free from these habits, to live a life of peace, purpose, and fulfillment. Number 5, procrastinating. We often delay what can be done right now, falling into the trap of laziness and indecisiveness. The great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You could do something good today, however you choose to do it tomorrow." This habit of postponing tasks robs us of the beauty of the present moment and hinders our progress. So, let's strive to do what needs to be done, right here, right now. Moving on to the 6th habit, looking the other way. It's all too easy to turn a blind eye to the injustices around us. But as Stoics, we have a duty to uphold justice and stand against wrongdoing. It's important to remember the words of Seneca, who said, "He is a slave who shows me who is not one." Our indifference makes us complicit, and it's time to break free from this habit of apathy. Lastly, number 7, being a slave to desires. It's human nature to be drawn towards our desires, but without control, we become their slaves. We let our passions dictate our actions, losing sight of our true selves. As Seneca warned, there is no servitude more shameful than that which we voluntarily assume. It's time to take back the reins and control our desires rather than let them control us. In essence, these habits, procrastinating, looking the other way, and being a slave to desires, are chains that hold us back. They prevent us from realizing our full potential and living a life of purpose and peace. It's time to break free from these shackles and embrace the Stoic philosophy. Remember, it is up to you to do something good today. Uphold justice and control your desires. Number 8, seeking recognition. Have you ever found yourself chasing the approval of others, thirsting for applause, or longing for recognition? It's a common trap, and one that the Stoics warn against. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "No man is free unless he is master of himself." This is a profound reminder that true satisfaction comes from within, not from the fleeting applause of others. When we seek external validation, we surrender our peace of mind to the whims of others, becoming slaves to their opinions. Remember, your actions should be their own reward. Now let's move on to the final habit. Number 9, settling for mediocrity. Stoicism teaches us that we should always strive for excellence, not just in the grand pursuits, but in every single action we undertake. However, the comfort of mediocrity can be tempting. It's easy, it's safe, and it requires no effort or risk. But is that truly the life you wish to lead? Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and a Stoic, implored us to do our part as if we were alone and leave the rest to the gods. In other words, give your absolute best to everything you do, regardless of the circumstances. Remember, you have the power to achieve greatness. Don't settle for the ordinary when you are capable of so much more. As we conclude our exploration of these 9 habits, let's recap. Seeking recognition and settling for mediocrity are 2 habits that can prevent us from living a fulfilling life. However, by focusing on internal validation and striving for excellence, we can overcome these barriers and live a life of purpose and meaning. Remember, true satisfaction comes from within, and you have the power to achieve greatness. We have now uncovered the 9 habits that hinder our journey towards a Stoic life. These habits, deeply ingrained in our daily routines, often go unnoticed, but they hold us back from reaching our full potential. From squandering our precious time to letting anxieties rule us, from clinging onto material possessions to postponing our tasks, each habit represents a barrier to our personal growth. We also discussed the danger of apathy, of becoming indifferent to the suffering of others, and we examined the pitfalls of becoming slaves to our desires and the incessant quest for external validation. Lastly, we address the ease with which we settle for mediocrity, forgetting that within us lies the power to achieve greatness. Each of these habits, when left unchecked, can lead us astray from the path of Stoicism. But as we've learned from the wisdom of the Stoics, we have the power to break free from these habits, to change, transform, and make new. It's a journey of self-awareness and personal growth, of challenging ourselves to rise above these habits and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Now, it's your turn. Which of these habits do you recognize in your life? Which will you tackle first? We invite you to share your thoughts and experiences, your victories and challenges, as you embark on this journey towards a Stoic life. Your insights might just be the encouragement someone else needs to start their own journey. And don't forget to share this video with your loved ones. Perhaps they too are seeking a path towards inner peace and a life of purpose. Let's spread the wisdom of the Stoics far and wide, inspiring others to break free from unproductive habits and live a life of virtue. Until next time, remember to live virtuously and embrace the present.